Hi guys, Jessica here. This is me, July wrap up. I'm really excited about this. I finished a book yesterday, which made me have a total of 20 books that I read this month. So if you don't have a snack or a drink, pause it and go get that because you're going to need that for this video. What I did this month is I had some time to go back and total up how many pages I had read in past months from April, May, June, July. So just to give you an idea of how many pages I read in April, May, and June, I read 3,200 in April, and that was 10 books. In May, I read 4,080 pages with 13 books. And in June, I read 4,457 pages with 13 books. So July started, I read The Grimm Legacy, and that I got at the library. It was in my top 10 books that I've enjoyed this year. So now, let me add that to this total. That's out of 78 books. If you haven't read that, it's magical and it's adventurous and it's really fun. I also consider that it could be for a little bit of a younger reader too. So if you have a kid that's maybe 12, 13, 14, I think they would enjoy it as well. The second book I read was Skin Game. Talked about a girl that struggled with self-mutilation. It was really good. It was short. Next book I read was a novella. It was an ebook and it was called Follow the White Rabbit, and it was about Alice in Wonderland. The fourth book was Living Well with Anxiety. I read most of that book. I only counted the pages towards, I read about half, I'd say. It was really good, and if you have anxiety, it talks about different foods to eat and other things. So I will be doing a vlog about my anxieties. A couple people asked me to do that. I have a long list of ideas because you guys have been so great with giving those to me for the giveaway that I'm doing. So I'm really enjoying looking at all those ideas and actually kind of brainstorming them. I have so many things that I can videotape now or record. Wow, videotape. Let's go back to the 80s. The fifth book I read was The Lucky Ones by Anna Godbersen. I was really looking forward to reading that one. I wanted to continue that series. It's another Flapper series. I really enjoy Gillian Larkins, Diva and Ingenuine and Vixen. Those are all great. The sixth book I read was Moonsong by L.J. Smith. I continued to read the Vampire Diaries series, which was okay. I didn't quite read Destiny Rising. It's not in this count because I couldn't. Moonsong was so horrible. It is a ghostwriter now. L.J. Smith is not reading the books, and it was really boring. I feel like things just happened like out of nowhere. Okay, that happened. No build up, no. I don't know, the writing is really horrible, and I read what happened in Destiny's Rising on Wikipedia because I was not going to make myself go through that again, and I do not like where the story's going. I'm very disappointed in Alloy Entertainment and Harper Teen. I just will not support that, and it's really sad because Vampire Diaries, probably besides the Sweep and Wicked series, really got me into reading YA, and I'm really disappointed that it's taken that route, so I will continue to watch the show, though. The seventh book I read was Vagina, a New Biography. Wow, I cannot talk today. It's a women's health book, women's studies, really. And it was really fantastic. The eighth book I read was Things a Woman Should Know About Beauty. It was the small, just beauty tip book. It was horrible, to be honest. The ninth book I read was The Click, which I read many of those books that you guys will hear about this month, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was really surprised how much I really enjoyed this book. I also believe I did a review on the Click series. 10th book I read was What I Know Now About Success. It was letters that successful women wrote to themselves, to them at certain points in their life, and it was really interesting. The 11th book I read was Monster High, which is also by Leslie Harrison, who writes the Click series, and I had a really hard time getting through that book. I did finish it. I don't think I will continue on with the series. I like the premise. I just didn't like the way it came together. The 12th book I read, the second book in the Click series, called Best Friends for Never. It was really cute. The 13th book I read was The 1,000 Things I Love About America. It was fun, nonfiction, just little passages about different things in America, and it was a nice, light read to break up all the books I've been reading. The 14th book I read was The Sisters of Isis #4, the last book in that series. So I finished the series this month, continued one, and also started one. And continued two, actually. And no, I continued four. I'll explain that afterwards. The Haunting, and it concluded really well, and I enjoyed it. I'm kind of sad it's done. The next book I read was the Click #3 book, Revenge of the Wannabes, which was okay. Book 16 was Entwined with You by Sylvia Day, which is the third book in the Crossfire series. It's a new adult book, and that series is awesome. The 17th book I read was the fourth Click book, which is Invasion of the Boy Snatchers, and it was really good. Compared to the third book, it was a lot better. Then I read Liar Society, which I read almost in one day, read really fast, and it was good. I thought it was pretty good. 19 was Demon Glass, perhaps maybe my favorite book that I read the entire month. It is the sequel to Hexhole, and I thoroughly enjoyed that book. And the last book I read was the fifth book in the Click series, The Pretty Committee Strikes Back. It was okay. I'm hoping the series takes off again. They fell short, a few of them, but they were really awesome. So I read a total of 5,540 pages this month. Amazing. As for my series, I continued with the Lucky Ones. I also continued with Moonsong. I started the Click series and then continued on with it. I finished Sisters of Isis. I continued the Crossfire series trilogy, which is now going to have book 4 and 5. And I also continued the Hex Hall series. So I had a great reading month. As for August, not sure exactly what I'm going to be reading. I'm still waiting for my Half.com order. I do know that I have to read my review books that were sent to me, so that's 3 books. Because they're coming out in September, so I need to read them at least by the 17th, so I need to read it probably within the next few weeks, and the other ones this month as well. So those are 3 books for sure that I'll be reading, which is Marie Antoinette, Serial Killer, and also The Raven Boys and the Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. So those books I will be reading. Not sure what else. I tried to get through my wrap-up fast, so we're at 7 minutes. I thought it was going to be like 20. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I would love to know what you've been reading. I hope that I've inspired you to pick up books. Pick up those dusty books off your shelf, or pick up that book that you've been wanting to continue this series or finish this one. Get inspired and read something. So use your time wisely. I am a busy person for the most part. Not so much lately, but usually. I'm juggling a lot of things. I still find time to read. So I don't really deal with people that I know that are non-readers are like, well, I just don't have time to read. Everyone has time to read. It's that you want to make time to do it. You take half hour before bed, or you read on a lunch break at work, or whatever it is. You read on your bus ride to work or on the train to city. Whatever it is. If you don't have time, then you're using that time elsewhere. I don't know what you're doing. You're watching TV or something. I mean, I have time to watch TV still, so I don't know. Some people, I guess, are just not as good at time management as me. Well, that's too bad because I get to enjoy all kinds of stories. So I will talk to you guys later. Go read something. Happy reading, and I love you all. Bye.